my channel, and if you are new, then a big, huge welcome to you. This is a last minute video because as I was going through the comments, a suggestion popped up in the middle of nowhere. Oh, I might close the window because a bird's tweeting. Sorry guys, I didn't realise my window was open, so I had to close it. Anyway, as I was saying before, this video came up at the very last minute and it was suggested by one of my fellow good friends and supporters. And today I'm going to be talking about autism and dancing. Now, I don't know anything about autism and dancing in the terms of how they benefit from social skills or the percentages, the figures, all that stuff. But I do know what it's like dancing in my own experience. So today I'm going to be talking about that. My love of dancing began at an earlier age, but to be honest, I was a person who had 2 left feet, and I won't lie to you, I'm so bad. I used to dance a lot in my room, and apparently I used to sing and dance before I could talk, and sort of I could walk really. See what I did there? I have a reference, yes! And I used to love dancing, especially when I did like waltzes, because I used to watch Cinderella and I always used to imagine myself as Cinderella dancing with the prince. But to be honest, it's every girl's fantasy. And my love of dancing actually continued until I was in my late adolescent years. And as some of you may know, or if you have been following me for quite a while, then you'll know that I went to drama school. But it's sort of like a drama school, but I went to study in a theatre company, and that theatre company is called Chicken Shed. And when I was doing my BTEC and then my BA degree in inclusive performance, I actually found that I had to face my fears on dancing, and it was one of my weakest subjects, I won't lie to you. But for some reason, Chicken Shed have included me to do a lot of dancing, and I really don't know why, and I still don't know why to this very day, but I am genuinely grateful for their support. And honestly, I had such wonderful memories in the dancing lessons, and also they actually offered me to do some dancing solos and duets. How did it all begin really at Chicken Shed? Well, I won't say too much, but there's one sort of like task I remember I had to do whilst I was doing the BTEC, and that task is something that some people in drama schools may do, and this was one of my favourite things because you get to be very creative with your body movement, and it was kind of a good way of facing my fears as well. And my dance teacher really wasn't happy with me just to go with the same thing, but I was kind of frightened of it at the time. But looking back on it now, I just think, what could I have done to make it better? How could I have improved on that? And that technique was just imagining yourself dancing around an object, but mostly they used chairs and balls, like one of those Pilates balls. And it was really hard because I had to explore into different directions, and also there were a couple of times where I had to work with different individuals, but they would just come and dance with me unexpectedly. And for that, I had to give myself a chance just to find my own space and just to have a go at playing around with the objects a bit. But if there were about 2 or 3 people dancing with me at the same time, I tried to rush because I got really claustrophobic, and it wasn't really that great, and that's probably what lowered my marks down a little bit. But to be fair, I should have known better really. I should have asked for help, I should have done something else, but it's all done and dusted now, and I just can't turn back time really, to be honest. But for the dancing solos, it was really interesting because most dancing solos I had to do, they required 2 people, so I had to work with 1 individual. And with Chicken Shed, they try to get 2 different individuals, and these are 2 people who have never worked with each other before, just to try new techniques and different styles, and just to see what works and doesn't work. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was pretty hard. However, there were times where through the movement and the dancing, I've made new friends out of it too. And I think that was a perfect way just to do that. But my favourite solo, actually duet, dance piece that I really did was in a Christmas show. And the Christmas show that I had my solo / duet in was called The 12 Days of Christmas. And in Christmas shows, Chicken Shed always splits the ensemble casts into 4 different coloured rotas, and I can remember being in green rota, and from green rota, this was one of my favourite parts I've ever performed in Chicken Shed, like ever. That part was me doing an ensemble of the 9 ladies dancing. And the 9 ladies dancing scene was very interesting because if you are from the UK, then you would probably heard or watched Strictly Come Dancing. But for those of you who are in the US, it's kind of like Dancing with the Stars. And what we had to do, which was me and the rest of the ensemble cast, we had to try and create our dance routines, but just make it pure comedy. So, for example, we had to try and get dance routines right in front of a camera, but for some reason there's a lot of trouble really, and it involves mixed up partners, a few accidents, arguments, and so on and so forth. For the most part we had to improvise, and this was very funny because on the very first day I rehearsed the piece, I can remember just saying to myself, right, what can I do with my partner to actually make this piece come alive? And for this strange unknown reason, I decided to pretend to faint, and most of my teachers knew that I had epilepsy, but I didn't really want to make a joke out of it because I really want to explore my own creative side. So what I did is that I pretended to slip and faint onto the floor, and then my partner was like, oh my god, Tess, are you okay? Are you okay? I just closed my eyes, feeling very still, and then when I opened them, I said, hello, and he went, oh my god, don't do this to me. And he and the teachers actually believed me, so it was kept into the piece, and most of the audience members believed in it as well, and I thought, yes. Since then I haven't done a lot of dancing, and a few times I thought about going back to do some dancing, but I'm not too sure at the moment. But in time, I'll just have to see how I go. And who knows, maybe I may go back to Chicken Shed to do a bit of dancing, or maybe I'll just go to a dance class or something like that. Again, I just don't really know, but we'll just see where life takes me, really, to be honest. It just has a funny way of it, really. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, whether it's the morning or the afternoon or in the evening. And remember, keep on dreaming and never stop believing. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.